as we look into the first topic that we have for tonight, we've got a bit to get through tonight. The Lightning do clinch that fourth position. It was a pretty good performance from the Lightning across the entire weekend, GG. On the Saturday, they beat the Sirens 5-1, and I felt like on Saturday they dominated that game from start to finish. It was really impressive from the Lightning. I felt like they knew what they needed to do, and they came out and performed on the Saturday. On the Sunday, it was a bit of a different story. The Sirens, who we expected them to show up and battle on the Sunday because that's what they've done all season, and they did win the previous weekend against the Inferno on the Sunday. But the Lightning still got the win 7-2, clinched that fourth position, and they looked really, really good.
Yeah, so I rewatched the Saturday game on the Sunday before our call, so just to watch it twice. And one thing I noticed, like I think we mentioned it during the broadcast on Sunday, that was the best that I've seen a team play without the puck this season. The structure that they had and maintained. So there were several moments where the Sirens were, the player would have the puck behind their own net for the Sirens, and the Sirens probably only had the puck a third of the time. And player had, a defense has it in behind the net, and then the forecheck for the Lightning, you would have, one forechecker going in deep. You'd have two hovering around the two other forwards around the face-off circles, around the top of the circles. And then you'd have the 2D against the boards, and Sydney just couldn't get it out. There were long stretches where they were hemmed in their own zone, and the neutral zone play as well. Brisbane were standing them up at the blue line. They were kind of, the D were kind of positioned a meter or two inside the blue line, and then would just like rush up and prevent the entries. So it was, I described it to head coach Matt Meyer just in a message. It was like a boa constrictor performance. It just choked the life out of Sydney and didn't give them anything. And then on Sunday, Adelaide got a couple of bounces and sorry, not Adelaide, Sydney got a couple of bounces to go ahead 1-0 and then 2-1. I thought, well, here we go. Maybe Sydney can make a fight of this, and Brisbane just, didn't get discouraged, put the foot down and finish the job. So full credit to them. Jamie Goonan returned to the squad. Yeah, Lightning. Yes, absolutely. And mate, I think having Jamie Goonan improves that team immensely, and obviously having the players return, Georgia Watts, Katie Meyer return from game one, just sensational. Yeah.
One of those players as well, and you'd spoken about previously with the Lightning, was Shanita Crompton returning, and returned in a big way, not only on the score sheet, scoring goals, assisting, but it's that you're just speaking about the neutral zone play and things like that, and just finding the right spots. And that's what Crompton does for the Lightning. Skates to the right spot. He's a good skater, good hands, good vision. And having someone like that return for the Lightning was just a massive, massive boost.
Yeah, it was just like, and we mentioned this. Her ability to skate through the offensive zone to create room for teammates and ability to find space. So that, we'll show the highlight, but there was a goal she scored. I think it might have been Abby Brown went in behind the net, and no Sirens player went after her. They're all in front of the net, and Crompton still found space, and Brown picked her out with a beautiful pass for the goal. So she adds a lot to the Lightning team. And if you survive, the Emma Wuthridge, Lindsay Kalinick, Abby Brown kind of line. It might have been Badgley actually that put the puck in for Crompton. My apologies. But if you survive that line, then you've got to deal with Crompton, and then you've got to deal with the line with either Georgia Watts or Courtney Mahoney. Like, geez, good luck.
And we do have Crompton's goal, and you have uploaded these into the system, but the names are incorrect on the files. So I'll do my best to upload which one I think is the correct is the correct file here. We'll see what happens. This is great live show, isn't it?
Georgia Watts now in behind the net. Pass in front for Crompton. What a beautiful goal by Shanita Crompton on the one-timer. Yeah, so her other goal was almost identical to that one from the same place on the ice, Shanita Crompton. So just finds that space, right along the rails, right? You just can't leave Shanita Crompton that open.
And you mentioned Emma Wuthridge, who is just an outstanding import for not only the Lightning, for the league. If you can get quality like this into the league, it's just going to draw people through the gates and through the doors every single week, no matter what rink you're at. If you know that Emma Wuthridge is playing, get down and have a look at the Lightning. It was a second period of a shorthanded goal and power play goal that really opened up the Sunday game when the Sirens were in it, and the Sirens are out shooting the Lightning as well. But just those two goals the Sirens didn't score after the first period, but those two goals, a shorthanded goal and a power play goal from Emma Wuthridge, just opened up the game. We've got that goal here, so hopefully I picked the right one again, GG.
With only the 2-minute break, it will be interesting to see later in the period if the legs start to go as Wuthridge comes in shorthanded, stops up and scores! What a goal from Emma Wuthridge!
Just a great goal off the face-off. Collects the puck and goes from blue line to the other end and then puts it in. Just a nice little, if you watch that goal and you see that just a little shifting of the skates and just pulling up before the goaltender and just putting it away. It's just quality again.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You see some of the goals that she does, the stick handling, the skating, it's top notch. So yeah, it's been great. It's been great to watch this season so far. So, and she's not just like she's not unengaged when she's not scoring. She's quite gets amongst it. She gets amongst it, Emma Wuthridge.
If you got any comments, drop them in the chat on YouTube, Facebook. I think we're live on Instagram, GG. It's telling me that we're live, but usually you got to have a window open. You got to hit go live on the Instagram, and it hasn't given me that option. So I don't know if we are live on Instagram. It's telling me we are, but who knows? Lindsay Clinic as well was good on the weekend again. Scored another goal as well. You just see, like, there was a moment there. I'm trying to think of when it was, GG, and you called it on the play-by-play. The edge work to cut back on, I can't remember who the Sirens player was, but Clinic was going to her left and then just cut back to the right towards the boards and then cleared the zone. It was just unbelievable. But we do have the Clinic goal, and I hope I'm going to do this one correct, GG.
Oh, mate, you're 2 for 2. Let's go 3 for 3.
Because we've only got 2 more for the Lightning, but hopefully this is right.
Sirens offensive zone. Katie Meyer just settles that down for the defender. And now Kalinick is in. Cuts back inside. Shoots and scores. What a goal by Lindsay Kalinick. Has put the Brisbane Lightning ahead for the first time this game.
I remember when we spoke to Matt Meyer a couple of weeks ago when we did the weekly wraparound, and we're talking about Lindsay Clinic, and Matt Meyer said that he'd back her in to be the quickest skater and all that sort of stuff. Lindsay Clinic is really, really talented hockey player, like really talented, and it's great getting to watch, and we commentate a lot of Lightning games, so it's great getting to watch someone like Lindsay Clinic go about her business. Scored a goal of the season contender this year already, puts that one away, which is a good goal, and it's just nice hands to cut over to the right and then fire it away.
Well, I don't know if you remember, but after the first weekend, I told you've got to watch Lindsay Clinic this season. Like she was unreal in that first weekend against the Adelaide Rush. Head coach Matthew Meyer just saying another candidate for goal of the year. You did mention that on the broadcast, Doogie. It seems like every week we get a candidate for goal of the year. But yeah, just a sensational player, really smart, plays gives her all in every zone. So whether it's a defensive zone or to initiate the breakout or skate it out of the zone in the neutral zone, offensive zone, she's everywhere.
Yep. The other goal that we got here as well, and it's someone that I'm going to mention when we go through our topics in a couple of moments. Our other topics for the Lightning. Georgia Watts scored a goal, really, really good goal on the backhand. And we've got the goal here. Now, I've just forgotten, GG, which one I just put up last. So I've got no idea. I've got no idea what this one's going to be. Hopefully I get it right.
Sirens offensive zone.
Nah, that's not the one.
It'll be it'll be
the one that actually says Georgia Watts on it.
Yeah.
Gets a shot on. Good save by Lakari. Badgley. Gets it back around for Watts. Watts on the backhand. What a goal by Georgia Watts. Puts her team up 7-2, and that is the final nail in the Sirens finals chances coffin.
And it was the file that said Georgia Watts. That's a really good goal to go backhand like that, and also top shelf over the goaltender.
Yeah, no, it was a brilliant goal. She scored. She doesn't mind scoring on the backhand, does she? Like she scored one against Melbourne. Was it against Janelle Carson on Melbourne? But on that Sunday game that the Lightning ended up winning, I think 9-5. Yeah, she scored one on the backhand. Another beauty there. It's hard to get it over the shoulder of Lakari because Lakari is just such a tall goaltender, but picked the spot perfectly. I wasn't sure. I think I mentioned in the broadcast. I wasn't sure if it maybe took like a little bit of a touch off Lily Roberts' stick because it was fluttering a little bit, but it was a perfectly placed shot. So yeah, she's looked good this weekend. Scored a goal in each game, I think, on her return to the team.
Yep. So the Lightning, they clinch a finals position. Who knows where they will finish come the end of the regular season.